Let's look at the notation that we use in matrix. So to represent the matrix themselves, we use the capital letter A, B, C, D, so on and so forth. To represent the entry, we use small letters with subscript. Subscript are the ones which we write below. We have used this in AN, SN, arithmetic progression, right? Wherein you write it below. The subscript represent where the element is located. For example, over here, I have this element present in third row, first column. So we can also represent the given example in another way using a comma. So this is preferred. Why should we use comma? Well, this is 3 by 4 matrix. This too is 3 by 4 matrix. But this is preferred when we have, let me write it off, preferred when we have order of a matrix to be greater than or equal to 10 by 10. See, I'll give you a commonsensical example. If I write some number like this, does it make sense? Can you tell me which column or which row? No, it's not 11th row and 44th column. What if it was something like this? First row, 144 column, 144th column. This will make sense. So it's important for us to understand this as well. Okay, so yeah, if you have an order pair which is less than 10 by 10, so we'll get to know aram se ki, you know what, this is your 9th row and 9th column, so on and so forth. But if it's more than 10, then yeah, it won't be feasible, right? So this is preferred. Now, in general, we have the following representation: M by N matrix having A11, A12, A1N, so on and so forth. So there are N rows over here, sorry, N column, my bad, and M rows. Agree? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, N number of columns along the vertical. Along the horizontal, there are M of it. We have an alternative representation, Aij. So this is of order pair, order M by N. This is another representation, pretty useful when we have to code something. So here we can see we don't have the values like over here typed in physically, I have not done that. I don't have the rows and columns values being displayed over here, but I'm able to access it by using a representation similar to this. So this we'll understand, you guys will be able to understand once you understand the something called as a NumPy library in Python. Okay, so this representation is not only meant for coding, it is also useful for your general representation over here. We are going to use it to talk about different types of matrix, and we're going to use it to build matrix. So basically what we use is over here is what we do over here, obviously. So this is not too far from the math that we use. Okay, so here I represent the rows and J represents the column. And M over here represents again the number of rows, maximum number of rows, and N represents the maximum number of columns. The last, basically it should have been the last column and so on and so forth. Last row and last column, but anyways, it doesn't matter. Yes, this are your notation and everything has to be copied.